Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I make my cake toppers. I have my white fondant, this is my CMC, and here I have my image, Mickey Mouse and Cocomelon. So this is my cutter. I'm just going to be showing you how I make my cake toppers. So let's get started. Here I have my white fondant. I'm just going to sprinkle my corn flour on my work surface. And after, I'm going to be adding my CMC Tylose. So my people, this Tylose, my CMC, is going to help my cake topper to stand well on my cake. So I just added CMC to my fondant. After adding CMC to your fondant, just roll your fondant. That is, just knead your fondant very well. So after kneading my fondant, I'm going to be placing my image, my Minnie Mouse image on my fondant. So I will just use it to trim it. I'll use my knife to trim my Minnie Mouse image on my fondant. So just keep watching. So after trimming, my people, this is how it looks. If you don't want to use white fondant, you can also use black fondant. I'm just using this white fondant in this video. You can use black fondant because of the face. So this is my skewer. I will just place it at the back of my image. So I will place it at the back. Make sure where you are placing it to, it will help your Minnie Mouse, it will help your image to stand well. So when you raise it up, it will stand well. Don't just place your skewer or anything you are using to hold your image. Don't just place it anyhow. When you place it, make sure your image will stand well when you are placing it on your cake. So don't forget that. Here I'm just going to cut out a straight line. This straight line is what I will be using to cover my skewer. So I'll just add my edible glue to it. Then I'll use this my fondant to cover my skewer. As you can see, just cover it to where the image gets to. Then just at the end, when it gets to the end of the image, then you use your knife to cut it. So exactly what I'm doing in this video. You cut your fondant into a straight line and use it to cover your skewer. So you see where I cover it, where it got to. So after covering it, my people, as you can see, this is my cake topper, my Minnie Mouse cake topper. As you can see, I will just allow it to dry. Here I'm going to be making another one. So this is a Cocomelon. I'm just going to be, after adding my edible glue to it, I will just use my knife to trim it round. As you can see here, after I'm done trimming it out, my people, I'm going to turn it the other side. So I'm going to turn the other side, and here I will be placing my skewer at the back. So place your skewer. Before you place your skewer, you need to add your edible glue. So then I cut out a straight fondant like this. I add my edible glue. Then I use my fondant to cover my skewer. Don't forget, my people, if you want to see how I make my own edible glue, I have the video in my Facebook page. I also have the video in my YouTube channel. You can kindly go and check it out. So this is it. I will just allow it to dry. So I'm going to be making another one again, my people. So this is my pink fondant. I added, as you can see, I added my CMC, that is Tylose. I added it to it. So my fondant is still a little bit too soft because I'm going to be using this cake topper today. If you want your cake topper to dry faster, because you can make it a day before you use it, or you can still make it that same time you are making your cake. So for me, I added another more CMC to my fondant because it was too soft. So this is it, me cutting out heart, that is love shape, and I just place this one is my toothpick, the small one. I just place it inside my edible glue. Then I pierce it into my love shape. You see the way, when you watch the video, you see the way I pierce it into it. So this one is my number 1 cutter. I will just cut this my number 1 cutter. After cutting it, I'm going to be using my toothpick. So if you want it to be longer, you can use your long skewer. No, sorry, I use my skewer. So as you can see, I put it inside my number 1. So when you want to do it like this, make sure your fondant is thick. If your fondant is not thick, then you have to use the method I use in this image to place it on your number 1, or anything any shape you want to use as your cake topper. So you can use any of the method. It's either you use the method of you can use the one I use in this my image topper, or you use the other method I use in this my number 1 and this my small heart shape. So any of the method, you can use it to make your cake topper. You can just put it at the back of your topper and use your fondant to cover it, or just chook it inside. But when you want to pierce it inside, make sure your fondant is thick. Yes, make sure it's thick. Even if it's not too thick, but make sure your skewer or anything you are using to hold your cake, make sure they will go inside the fondant without spoiling it. So as you can see, this heart shape, the one I'm making now, you see it, I didn't pierce it inside my fondant, my heart shape. I just put it on top, and that is the same way I make my image topper. So that's the same way I'm making this heart topper also. So it's just as simple as that, my people. As you can see, this is it. I'm just going to allow it to get dry, and also get strong also. So just allow it to get dry. This is my number 4 cutter, my number 4 cake topper. So in this one, I'm using my toothpick. If you want to use your skewer, you can also use your skewer. So you can see the way I roll this my fondant. Use any method you see me use in this video. You can use any one. The choice is yours. So this is it. I'm just going to allow them dry and get strong. So just allow them to dry and get strong. This is it, my people. So this one is just a little star. So I use my toothpick, just pierce my toothpick inside. It's just as simple as that. So as my people, this is it, my people. It came out so beautiful. So I left mine for 20 minutes. For me, it is dried. You can leave it. You can make it the day before the day you are using it, or you can still make it the day you are making your cake. So just allow it to dry. Check if it's okay for you. Then your cake topper is ready. It's so easy and very easy to make, as you can see. So these are my cake toppers. They came out so beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye bye.